Every morning, Elias woke up as one man. Every night, he went to sleep as another. Not in dreams, not in imagination, but in reality. This is the story of the man who lived twice a day. At sunrise, Elias was ordinary. He lived in a quiet town, worked a simple job, and spoke to familiar faces. He remembered his childhood. He remembered his parents. He remembered the life he believed was his. To everyone who knew him, Elias was normal. But every evening, just before sunset, something strange happened. A headache, a pressure behind the eyes, a moment where the world felt slightly out of focus. Then darkness. When Elias opened his eyes again, it was still the same day. But it was not the same world. The room was different. The walls were stone, not painted. The air smelled of smoke and metal. Outside the window stood a city he had never seen. And yet, he knew it. He knew the streets. He knew the language. He knew the name people called him. In this world, Elias was not ordinary. He was a watchman. Elias began to understand the pattern. From sunrise to sunset, he lived life one. From sunset to sunrise, he lived life two. Both felt real. Both had memories. Both had consequences. In the second life, the city was older, towers of stone, torches lining the streets, and stars brighter than he had ever seen. And every night, the same people greeted him as if he had never left. They didn't know he was gone half the time. The trouble began when injuries crossed over. One morning, Elias woke in his modern bed with a cut on his hand. He hadn't been hurt the day before. That night, in the stone city, he found the wound freshly bandaged. Both lives were connected. If he died in one, what would happen to the other? In the second world, Elias guarded a tower. At its peak hung a massive clock, ancient, mechanical, and constantly ticking. The elders told him the clock did not measure time. It divided it. They said, some are chosen to live only once. Others are chosen to live between. Elias realized with horror. The clock was counting him. One night, an old woman stopped him beneath the tower. You must choose, she said. When the clock completes its final cycle, only one life will remain. Elias asked which one. She shook her head. That depends on which life you believe is real. Soon, the two worlds began to overlap. Streetlights flickered like torches. Voices from the stone city echoed in modern streets. He saw familiar faces wearing unfamiliar clothes. Time was collapsing. The clock was nearly finished. On the final night, Elias stood before the clock. The mechanism roared like a living thing.